So there's our redneck scaffolding. We've been able to get all the top bolts in using that. So with the help of the Jeep yesterday, as scaffolding again, we managed to get up 3 more sections, 3 more to go. So this is what we've done today. We didn't have our third helper, so that's where the shed was standing, the storage shed, and that's where the shed is now. So we've been using the Duramax to pull this the same way we did before, and now I'm just gonna use my bumper and push it the rest of the way into that corner over there. So we're down to our last pieces here, the last 2, and we measured this out yesterday, and we're about, I believe it was 3 inches short of fitting both pieces on the end here. And I guess that's when I realized the importance of this right here. I guess those are temporary guides right there, so that you can make sure that your spacing is even all the way through. And I did have to move those panels over a little bit to get the holes to line up, so I think this is all going to scrunch together yet once I get all those in. So we finished up putting up the braces right there, and we got our 2-foot spacing really nice now, and we got the last 2 sides up right there. And I was really sorry I didn't catch this on video. My helpers, they just suddenly showed up and bang bang, the sides went up, and didn't have a chance to get it on video. But this is how we did it. We laid the middle of the section up on the top of the back of this truck with a ramp going across here. We laid the sides up on the corner just to get them started, and we used our trusty rope up there again. This time we used it with a pulley system right there, and then of course it goes from here to the carport. And then this time we had a strap right there to help pull it along. And then from here we used another piece of a strap to run the rope through. Gave us a nice little pulley right there, and that gave us the lift to get these last 2 pieces up off the back of the truck. And with this little ramp, worked out just great. I just wish I could have got it on video. Sorry guys. Well, it said I was supposed to have 6 of these, but they actually sent me 7, and it's still not enough to do the building, so they should at least give you enough of this strapping to do the whole entire building. So I've found a bunch of scrap metal, or we did, and drilled holes in there 2 feet apart, and we're using these as strapping because they don't give you enough. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the top. This is the strapping that they sent me. That was the last piece, so we made up a few different sections, spaced evenly 2 feet apart, and we got 3 holes to go. So I'll show you how we do these last 3, and then this is how we did the whole entire building basically. Okay, so I'll show you here in just a bit. He's got to move the Jeep back. Good shot. Well, this is from the top here. Here he comes. Hopefully he stays on the cement. Here comes the scaffolding. So we've got a bolt with a nut and a big washer through here, and he's taking it out at the bottom right now. You want to take this one out? Okay, and then the next one over towards the back of the building from there. And then the very center one there.
Very center?
Yep. Okay. So that's where my strapping is going to go, right there. And I've got this one in the center hole. And now the other end of this strap has to go in here so we can draw it tight. Okay, so this is what we've been doing from one section to the other. Putting a strap through there with the big washer on the end of the bolt. And he puts the nut on from the bottom. And the reason we got to do that is, well, here's this hole lined up right there. And that one there is still quite a ways off, so we got to pull it tight in order to get the correct 2-foot spacing. Okay, I'm putting a bolt through now. And Corey's putting the nuts on from the other side there. And this is overlapped. That one's pulling tight there. And then, of course, this one pulls tight from here. Time to work the magic here. Ratchet it a little bit. Get it in line there. Yep. And then I get the bolt through there. And he puts the nut on. Can you reach the very end? Oh no, never mind, I can. So, with it overlapping like that, and I've got my 2-foot spacing everywhere, and then I can take the tension off the strap. Alright, and then we got to put those 2 bolts back in. Alright, we're free! Ooh. And then make sure you replace the bolts. There. So that's what it looks like completed. That strapping should be holding everything there now, I think.